Could you imagine being on an interstate and doing about 75 miles an hour? Welcome back to Garage Matters. Now today I am hand holding this camera because my camera mount right here is broken. But it's alright, we're not doing a review on that mount. We're going to be taking out the 2500 right here out on the road and doing my 1 month initial review on this truck. So let's go ahead and hop in the vehicle and hit the road. So the reason why I'm using this back here is because it's going to simulate like what I feel like when I'm sitting down here on the driver's seat right here. So as this truck is moving around, it's going to be throwing this camera around like this. So yeah, there's going to be camera shake. And the reason why there's going to be camera shake is because these shocks, they're not the best on pavement, but on gravel roads like this, they actually perform pretty well just as long as it is flat. Alright guys, so we are pulled off to the side of the road so I can turn the camera on. So we're going to kind of do this a little backwards. So instead of going through everything on this vehicle first, we're going to drive it first, talk about the driving experience, and then go find a place to park this vehicle, and then talk about everything about this vehicle. So this road right here, I've driven on this road before doing other reviews, and this road, the pavement is not nice and smooth. It's a little pitted a little. So when they laid down the asphalt, they didn't like completely flatten it out, so it's a little pitted. So you can kind of hear some of the tire noise. And it seems like there's just a little rattling coming from somewhere. It might be because I have some stuff in the glove box right here. But there's just a slight rattle coming from over here. Now, this vehicle, if you've been following my channel, I did have all 4 tires replaced under warranty. So when I purchased this vehicle, I didn't notice it at first until I drove it home. But then on the interstate, I would be doing about 65. All right, we're gonna just go ahead and I'm not even gonna slow down. We're going 40 miles an hour. Woo! Over those train tracks, and that's how it felt like. So overall, 40 miles an hour over those train tracks was not bad at all. Now, the shocks. This is the Z71 package as well too, so it does have those Rancho shocks, and I kind of want to test out these shocks. I have mixed feelings about these shocks. I really do. Now on the interstate, I thought it was my tires that was making this truck feel kind of like wobbly or not firmly planted. And I did take this vehicle in to get the tires replaced, and believe it or not, a lot of people said that the dealer is not going to cover it, but they did, because this was a brand new vehicle. And at the time when I brought it in initially, it had 700 miles, but I had to I couldn't bring it in yet. So by the time they scheduled the appointment and I brought the vehicle in, it had about 3,700 miles on it, but it was still under the warranty period of the factory bumper to bumper. So they discovered that all 4 tires were out around from the manufacturer. So when they built this truck, those tires were already defected, and the dealer who sold me this truck, I guess maybe they didn't know, I don't know, but all I'm saying is that dealer, they told me they didn't want to help me because I didn't purchase their wheel and tire additional protection plan. I knew that wasn't right, so I took it to a different dealer, and they totally honored the warranty under the GM's bumper warranty. So don't let some of those dealerships fool you. But I did notice after I got the brand new tires that weren't out around, this truck feels like a brand new vehicle again. Now, even though this road is kind of like pitted, I don't know if the camera can see that. I'm doing 55. This steering wheel doesn't even shake. It is just tracking, going straight. So as far as driving on this road, It is not loud at all. This truck is pretty quiet. I'm gonna go up these train tracks up here again. So this is like, we're gonna go down this little dirt road. So now this, I've been reading a lot. Now this Z71 package, the off-road suspension is oh my goodness. There is a train coming. Alright guys, take a look at this. I'm gonna turn this truck around, show you guys that there's a train coming. And there was no, here we go. Wow. So there's no railroad crossing signs or barriers that come down. I could have got ran over by this damn train. Alright. Anyhow, we're gonna go down this dirt road real quick. And let me show you guys what's going on. So I'm gonna hop out of this truck real quick and let you guys see what is going on. Alright, so we are gonna go driving down this gravel road right here, and good thing this train wasn't going fast and I cleared this train track before they came through. But yeah, we got the 2500 right now, kind of out here, and that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, guys. Look at that. Alright. So this dirt road. Alright. We have these Rancho shocks right here. All-terrain tires. And this is the gravel road that we are gonna be driving on. So now it is compact and it is kind of packed pretty good. It's packed pretty good, but there's not a lot of dips or divots in this gravel road. But we'll just drive down this gravel road and see how this truck performs on gravel with these Rancho shocks. So we'll just go ahead and go all the way down here. Alright, so now with that train gone, we can I think we're not gonna go over these train tracks right yet. We're gonna make a left and go down this gravel road and just kind of see how well this truck does. Now this gravel road, I did drive my 4Runner down here before, and what I noticed is that on the 4Runner with the stock suspension, it does pretty well. Same thing with my Frontier. It does pretty well down this gravel road. I am driving about 28 miles an hour, and it is pretty smooth actually on this gravel road. It is pretty smooth. We're doing about 35, and this is what it feels like. So overall, like if you're a rancher or you're taking this truck off-road, I guess this is technically off-road because it's not on the road, so it is off-road, and we're not always having to climb mountains or trails to be considered off-road. This is off-road. This is gravel road. Now we're doing about 40 miles an hour, and it is pretty smooth. I don't know if that camera is shaking or not, but I'm sitting in my chair and I feel pretty comfortable on this gravel road. I'm doing about 43 miles an hour right now, so fast enough to where on a normal vehicle with normal suspension, it would probably give you not the most comfortable ride, but we are, let me see, let me show you guys. That is the speed that we're doing, and take a look. It's I don't know if y'all can see the dirt flying from behind of us, but yeah, we are definitely cruising along on this dirt road, and it feels good. Once we get to some of the other places, it is gonna be a little more I guess challenging, but it's not really that challenging. It's just more I guess more off-road, but not really off-road. But this is just, oh, there we go. All right. Now, with the suspension, with these Ranchos, I can say that, I guess, off-road like this, it is pretty good. It does provide a good ride quality. So, but if you notice, on the interstate, it's a different story on the road. On the road, on the interstate, on pavement, this truck is super bouncy on the pavement, and that is just one of the things I don't like about these Rancho shocks. They're okay off-road, they do good, but when you are on pavement, I think they're just absolutely horrible. They way too bouncy. I did when I purchased this vehicle, I did do I'm going over these train tracks again. Woo! All right, that was 20 miles an hour, and I don't know if y'all can tell, but I saw that camera shake, and that's basically just the camera getting thrown around. Now, it's the same story on the interstate when I'm doing about 70 miles an hour on the interstate, and I'm going over like these little bumps and divots on the interstate. This suspension and this truck, it is just throwing me everywhere, up and down the seat. It's kind of scary if you're not expecting it, but I've never experienced that driving a vehicle, and I think it's just because I never owned a 2500 before now, and I credit that to like these Rancho shocks. They are just way too bouncy for me on pavement. Off-road, the occasional off-road, but most of the time interstate driving, taking this truck, doing the work, towing vehicles, and even going on road trips as well. It's actually pretty comfortable driving for 4 to 5 hours on the road as well too. It's got cruise control, it's got these blind spot monitoring systems, all of these new fancy tech that it just helps the driving experience. It helps you, I guess, be more alert, aware of your surroundings, and once we get parked up here, I would like to say something, or maybe you can see it inside this cab right now, but like, I do have a gripe. It's not really a gripe, but I just want to bring a little awareness to like the viewers out there who might be watching. But yeah, this is a huge truck, but you guys need to just keep in mind that this truck is so tall, and it's the same thing for 18-wheelers. These trucks are so tall that your turn signals, if you're trying to like get in front of me and you're like right there at my front fender, your turn signals are so low that it's getting blocked by the hood of this vehicle. So I can't even see that you're trying to like merge into my lane or whatever. You need to like go up a couple of car lanes, that way I can see your turn signals and let you in. Because if you're right beside me thinking I can see your turn signals, I can't see it. 18-wheelers, they can't see you either. So just make sure that, you know, you guys just go far enough so I can see your turn signals. And you know, that's just not me feeling like I'm entitled because this is a big truck. That's just the reality, you know, like personal responsibility. That's all it is. And yeah, so we are still on this pitted road, and this ride so far, you know, I can tell by looking up here, I can see that the main camera is just kind of getting thrown everywhere, and that's exactly what I feel sitting in this seat as well. And those are definitely the Ranchos. I'm gonna blame it on the Ranchos, but I do have a new set of Bilsteins 4600s. Now, a lot of people have been saying go with the 5100s, but I have the 4600s on my 2010 Nissan Frontier, and they absolutely are amazing. And I have experience with the 4600s, so I'm kind of hoping to get a very similar result once I put those 4600s on this truck. So make sure y'all come back next time as I install those 4600s and also do another review on those 4600s. Now, it seems like we've been talking a lot, but that's all right, because I'm telling you guys how this truck feels on this road. Now, down here, I don't know if you can tell how small this road is, but this road right here is pretty tiny. It's just a one-lane road right here, and this truck just absolutely takes up the whole entire lane. It is a pretty wide truck. I'm gonna try to bring this truck to Sonic later and show you guys what happens when I go to the Sonic drive-thru, because it barely fits inside of one of those Sonic parking spots, and I think I might do that later on the way home. I'm gonna stop by Sonic and just show you guys what happens. But yeah, this is a small town in Texas called Buffalo Gap, so it doesn't look like they have it this weekend. Maybe sometimes on the weekends they'll have like a flea market down here, like a farmer's market, but looks like they're not doing it this weekend. But we're gonna go down to the state park down here. There's a state park down here, and that's where we're gonna finish up the rest of our review and do a little more off-roading and just tell you all about this Chevy Silverado 2500 HD with the Z71 package. Alright. Ooh. Alright, so another thing I like about this truck, when you're driving slow like this and in parking lots, it makes some pretty cool sounds. So I think it's coming from the intake. So this intake is advertised as a heavy duty intake or heavy duty air filter. And what I noticed is that when you're driving slow like this and you step on the gas, it actually almost sounds like a turbocharger spooling up, but it is not. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it is the intake just sucking air through the air filter. Alright, so we got some more train tracks right here. I'm gonna do about 20 over these train tracks, and okay, alright, so I had to hold the coffee, but yeah, it's not as tamed as some of the other vehicles that I've driven before. Now granted, you are going train tracks and you should slow down, but these are off-road shocks, and I want to test them, you know, advertised as off-road. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna kind of take this truck off-road a little. Alright, now if you can tell, this road, I think they just paved it like within the last year. It is nice, perfectly flat as well too, so there's no dips or divots on this part of the road, and and it is nice and smooth. Okay, so the drive is nice and smooth. I don't feel no vibrations coming through the cab, and it is speed limit 70 miles an hour back here in the back country of Texas. So we're gonna bring it up to speed, let you guys listen to the wind noise. Yeah, we're doing 70 right now. It is pretty quiet. Not bad at all for being a truck. I think it's pretty quiet compared to especially my other vehicles, my older vehicles. Quiet. I think it's quiet. And you know, just driving around here, this truck feels nice, smooth, and it's definitely more planted now since the tires are not out around making the cab go like this. But yeah, like, you know, again with these tires, they're nice and round, so this truck feels nice and smooth now. And nice long straightaway, so alright, so there are no cars behind me, no cars in front of me. Let's see if this truck's got any pickup. And that's what this motor sounds like, doing about 5 to about 65, but it's not a sports car. It's not gonna win any races, but you know what? It's fine. It's a heavy-duty truck. I bought this truck for towing my weekend toys around, and yeah, if I wanted a sports car, I would have bought a sports car. I mean, I already have like my sports car. You know, I got like a 4Runner to like go off-roading, so. And you know, for like off-roading, like this truck is, I'll be honest, if you're trying to go off-roading in this truck, it's not ideal. It's not even, I don't even think it'd be a good idea, like, to go off-roading. It's too wide, it's too long, it's a horrible turning radius, so if you're trying to go off-road in this vehicle, it's not ideal. You can barely fit through the trails. If I want to go off-roading, I'll take the 4Runner. That's what the 4Runner's for, you know. But I think this truck, like for out here in Texas, out on these ranches and farms, like, it's a perfect truck. Nice, comfortable, like all these open roads, nice and comfortable, you know. It's alright, so we are still just cruising along, doing about 60 miles an hour. Alright, now we transition back to the ugly part of this road. And the ugly part of this road is kind of pitted, and I don't know if you can see me or if the camera is being thrown around, but yeah, I'm kind of getting thrown around on some of these like divots on this road right here. Alright, so guys, this is what it looks like. Alright, so we're gonna probably go down here. Actually, we are gonna go down here. Do a couple of videos down here real quick to alright, so take a look at this. This is I want to turn down here, but see how good this turning radius is. Yeah, so well, I was able to like kind of turn down here. Nice, but yeah, this is about as off-road as I'm gonna get, guys. Go around here. Yeah, all right. All right, so if y'all can see it from the camera, this is the main lake of this state park. We're over here by Abilene State Park, and this is used to be a pretty big lake, and you can see that this is the boat dock and boat ramp, and it used to be pretty good for bass fishing. I was gonna come try fishing here a couple times, but it looks like there is no water down here that's gonna be deep enough to hold any fish. You can kind of see like these fish attractors down here as well too. So it looks like it's a pretty shallow lake, and I don't even know if there's any fish, but maybe one day I'll come back out here and give it a shot. Now let me show you guys something that I just realized this truck automatically does. So as you can tell, I'm kind of like on an incline, and I am in drive right now. So what I'm gonna do is gonna go down this hill right here, step on the brake, put it in park, let off the brake. Now it automatically goes into, well, it automatically engages the parking brake. So I did not press the parking brake button right here. It looks like this vehicle knows that once you're on an incline, it's gonna automatically engage the parking brake. Now I'm gonna go ahead and back up, and I'm not even gonna touch the parking brake button at all. But take a look at what happens when we back up. Okay, so we're gonna go back up. All right, so it automatically disengages the parking brake, and that is pretty cool. All right, so this truck, we're just gonna leave it in two-wheel drive unless we think it's gonna get stuck. But these big 30-inch tall tire, 33-inch tall tires, I don't think we're gonna have issue getting stuck in two-wheel drive. But yeah, with these Ranchos, I'm doing about 14 miles an hour. I can see the camera back there just getting thrown around, and that's exactly the way I feel sitting in the seat right here. So yeah, I'm not gonna be the smoothest, but all I'm saying is like you know, these Ranchos, they do a good job off-road, but you can't expect it to be super smooth. But it is better than some of the other shocks I've ridden on off-road. And yeah, it's going down this dirt road about 20 miles an hour. I'm getting thrown around everywhere, guys. It's getting thrown around. All right. And okay, so we are just gonna keep going around this dirt road. Alright. Ooh. Oh, alright. Okay, guys. Ooh. Alright. Now, I'm purposely using my regular main full frame camera on a tripod back there, because if I wasn't doing that, and if I was using my GoPro mounted onto the windshield, it's not gonna give you guys a good experience of how rough the ride is, because when you have the GoPro mounted onto the windshield, it doesn't like throw you around, kind of like how if you're just sitting in this seat right now. So that's kind of the reason why I wanted to use my camera and record from the back seat back there, so I can just kind of give you guys the experience of what it feels like sitting in this truck. Alright, so yeah, on the smoother parts of this gravel road, it is a good ride. Not gonna lie, it is a good ride. And keep going down here. Oh, alright. Now, could you imagine being on an interstate and doing about 75 miles an hour? Ooh. Ooh, all right, guys. All right. Okay. And that was only 12 miles an hour. Hey, it was a heavy duty truck, Rancho shock, so we're gonna just drive it like they're intended to be used. I got no issues with that. It's a brand new truck. It's all right. All right, so okay, so let me go down here and all right. Now this truck is I don't think I could fit around here, guys. This truck is just too big. Can I? Yeah. All right, now. All right, so we are going to well, okay, so I don't know if y'all can see what's going on, but I'm trying to get over here, and guys, look, this is what I'm talking about. This truck is not ideal for off-roading. It's so big, you're gonna get this truck all scraped up by these brushes and trees. But I want to get in here because this is a beautiful spot for some footage. Okay, all right. Okay, let's stop right here. I'm gonna hop outside and start just recording. All right, guys, so we are over here where we're gonna do the rest of our review on this Chevy Silverado 2500 HD. What I was talking about earlier is that this truck is not ideal for off-roading. Take a look at this. This is how wide this truck is, and you can see back here that I am right up against these trees up here, and down here, this side mirror. And what I had to do was basically come around here. So I came around here and then did like a 4-point turn to try to go around here, and then I pulled up and then I backed into here just like this. So that's how I was able to get this truck back into here. And yeah, that's what it looks like. And let's take a closer look at these shocks down here. Now, these shocks down here, they did a pretty good job as far as dampening the ride quality on these dirt roads. Let's talk about these tires. So these tires that came with the truck, they are 20. The wheels, they're 20 inches, but then the height of these tires, they're actually 33-inch tall tires. And these are Goodyear's Wranglers Trail Runner AT tires. Now, this is my second set of tires, believe it or not. I don't know if y'all been watching my channel or not, but I did do a warranty review on these tires, and I will post it in the link in the description below. But basically, this truck today is 1 month old. And when I purchased this vehicle, these tires, I didn't realize that at first, but once I brought it home and I was driving it on the interstate, I realized that this whole cab was kind of doing this, kind of like a jar effect. And when I looked on this tire, it was deformed. It had like bubbles coming out. And so I brought it into, not where I purchased it from, a different dealer. They said, hey, bring it in, we'll take a look at it. And what they did was they roll force balanced all 4 tires, and they told me that it was out of spec. And per GM, once it's out of spec, they're supposed to replace them. But luckily, this truck was brand new. So these tires, they are brand new tires again, covered under GM's factory warranty. And so far as drag traction, I can tell you drag traction on the road is it's pretty good. Like, I don't have any issues with drag traction at all. Now, since that these tires are perfectly round, the ride quality has improved immensely on this truck on the pavement. Now, as far as out here off-road, I think it does do a pretty good job as well off-road. Now this tailgate back here, it does have these parking sensors. It really does help when it comes to parking this bigger truck as well too. It does have this integrated step to help you step inside of this massive bed. Now I did get the custom because I wanted something just a little bit higher than their WT trim, and I'm okay with that. And a big reason for going with the custom is all the extra fancy electronic gadgets that come with the LTZs and I think high countries, all of those higher trim levels up there. I don't need all that extra stuff. I just need right here. This is what I need right here. Need this 2.5-inch receiver right here. I need a 4-pin. I need a 7-pin. And down here, I need a full-size spare tire. What else do I need? Oh, I need this right here too. I need this right here. Backup cameras. I do need this as well. Well, I guess I don't need this, but this is pretty cool. You hit this unlock button 2 times. Pretty cool. I do need that as well too. So this bed, it is a 6-foot long bed, and long enough to throw my fishing poles in here. This is a 5'6" fishing pole, and normally I just leave it in here because this tailgate is lockable. So once I have it locked, and since I have this bed cover on here, you're not gonna be able to get in here. And as far as how wide this truck is back here, this bed right here, so this is 5'6" inches. So as far as the width, maybe like 5 foot in width. maybe like 5 foot in width, 6 foot 9 inches front to back. Not bad at all. So I do like that this truck has the spray-in bed liner. I don't think it's actually spray-in, but maybe it is sprayed in, but I like trucks that have this kind of right on line bed liner as well too. And for these tail lamps right here, I don't know if you can tell now, but they are still the old school halogen style bulbs in here. So I don't have any issues with that. I know it's a 2025, the year is 2025, and a lot of vehicles are going to LED, but I'm okay. This is just a truck. I'm okay with that. It's a truck. It does have more integrated side steps to get inside the bed. And look at this. There's no more fuel caps anymore. So this is it right here. Yep. And then I guess if you had a diesel, this is where the depth would go in. And some people complain about this, but you know what? It's alright. Now the side steps, you do need side steps for this truck unless you want to hop inside this truck every time. But I did do a YouTube video on installing the side step and a review on it as well too. So far I do think this side step is well worth the money. You know, put a link in the description below if you want to check this out, but well worth it. And you know, I think it actually matches this truck. It matches this side step right here, liner right here, the door handles. I think it matches. Now let's take a look inside this cab right here. Now this cab, for me, coming from a 2010 mid-size pickup truck, my Nissan Frontier, this cab has plenty of space in here, lots of space. And down there, it's a nice flat floor down here, so a lot of space down there as well. So like in here in the middle, there's barely a hump, so it's still pretty nice and flat. And I like this this back here because you can just kind of lift it up by just moving it up. You don't have to use any levers or anything. You just do that and then it comes right up. Now if you're wondering about the factory floor mats, I did leave the factory floor mats in here just so I can show you guys something. These are aftermarket, and I'll leave a link in the description below on where you can get these. But take a look at this. These come all the way up to here. See where I was stepping earlier? If I didn't have these, take a look at that. The ones underneath, that is what you get from the factory. So no protection at all. And that's why I went ahead and got these right here, because they come all the way over here. One giant single piece that goes through the middle all the way over there. And look how far it goes all the way up. It goes all the way up here as well. And yeah, definitely well worth the money. And let's go ahead and put this back down. So this door panel, I do like the design of this door panel as well. All this kind of feels like it's plastic. Feels really cheap, but you know what? I'm okay with that. And the reason why I'm okay with that is because it's easy to clean. Easy to clean. Now these speakers down here, I haven't taken it off yet, but maybe they're 6.5 or 5 inches. Don't look like they're the biggest, but it does the trick. And I do have other speakers at the house that I can swap in here later on. Now this mirror, I think it's let me turn this truck on. All right, now with the truck running, let's see. It is one touch to go down. Is it one touch to go back up? No. So it's not one touch to go back up. You gotta hold it to go back up. Alright, so now back here in the rear cab. Now, you notice the seats? They are not straight up. They're kind of leaned back a little. And on my Frontier, and if you own a Frontier, and some of these smaller mid-sized pickup trucks, the seats are just straight up. And if you're sitting back here on a road trip for about 2 or 3 hours, you have people sitting back here. This seat is straight up. It's really uncomfortable, but since these are kind of like angled back a little, it makes it so much more comfortable when you're sitting back here. And back down in here, it does have some USB right here, USB-C, and then this other one as well too, the newer styles. It does have 2 little vents back here to help cool things back in here, or help warm things back up. And what is kind of cool is that, look at all the space I have back here. That is a lot of space back here. Plenty of space back here, guys. Something else that I noticed is that these lights back here, they appear to be LED. So they're no longer halogen. They appear to be LED just by the color. They look like they're LED, but yeah, if you're sitting back here, this is what it looks like. And let's go ahead and move into the front, and I'll show you the front. Okay, so back here, in the driver's seat, let's see what's going on. Let's turn this vehicle back on. And then same thing up here. This is all plastic. This is almost like a soft touch. Really easy to clean. Let's take a look at all of these. So looks like the driver's side is full auto, so we'll go ahead and test that out. Alright, let's see if it goes back up. Alright, so the driver's side is full auto. Let's see what's going on the passenger side. Okay, passenger side goes down. Alright, take a look, guys. So you have to hold it to get it go back up. And now let's do the back windows. Alright, so back windows go down, but to go back up, you have to hold it to go back up. Alright. Now, on here, we do have, I think they said it's a 10-way adjustable seating. So this is for your lumbar right here. I definitely need the lumbar. This is to make it go up, down, back, and forward. This is to the tilt. And I'm not the tallest person in the whole wide world, but if you don't have this right here, it's almost next to impossible to drive this vehicle. And yeah, it's pretty close to the foot pedals, but it's perfectly fine because this seat can go up, down, like this. So you're going to be in the perfect seating position to drive this truck, even if you're not 6'10". Alright, now in here, we do have the electronic parking brake right here. These are for your headlight controls. I usually leave it on auto, and what I've noticed is that even during the daytime, it appears that it has daytime running lamps. These controls right here, this one and this one is for the backlighting on your dash. Now these lighting right here are pretty cool. This is for your bed lighting, but this one right here, if you're off-roading at night, and you need just that little extra light to the side of your vehicle, you can actually press this button right here. Let's go ahead and press it, and I'll show you where the lights are at. Press that button, come around here, and it's gonna give you just that little light on the mirrors right here. You just kind of throw that extra light to the side, and I think that is pretty cool. I like it a lot. Believe it or not, when it's dark, this little extra lighting actually helps. And then we're just gonna press this button again to turn it off, and it's off now. So if you look down in there, it does look like 4 little LEDs in here. And then over here, now what's cool about this other button right here for your bed lights, when you press this button, it's gonna turn on all the lights in your bed, but you also get lighting right here as well to like kind of help illuminate whatever you're doing at night. So let's go ahead and press this button right here. Alright, so it's actually pretty bright. Got one on this side, up here as well, and then back here in the bed is illuminated as well too. And you can kind of tell it's on, but it's daytime right now. But take a look at that. Over there is illuminated as well too. So that is pretty cool about this truck. I really love this additional lighting, and you know what, if you wanted to, it would be really easy to install some aftermarket lights, because everything, you already have buttons right here. And what I would do is I would just tap into the existing wiring right here, mount a couple of lights up here, and then whenever I wanted to use this one right here, bam, give me that additional light on the side up here, bam, whatever lights I wanted, they'll come right on as well too. But that's pretty cool. I really like that about this truck. Now let's finish talking about the inside first. Alright, okay, so back in here now, inside of here. So now I know a lot of y'all might not like this, but I actually enjoy the analog gauges. I really do. And here on this steering wheel is really basic. All you have is a button here for your cruise control, resume, set or go up to make it go faster, down to like slow it down. And then when you press the cruise control button, what I notice is that up here it comes on and off. So white means that it's activated, it's on. But once you set it, well, it's not gonna work right now, but once you set it, it's gonna turn green. So green means that it's set, but white just means that it's on. Okay, so now with these analog gauges and this steering wheel being so basic, there's nothing on here. So in order to change what's going on over here, you gotta manually turn this pin right here. Okay, so let's take a look at our fuel economy. Alright, so on trip number 2, we drove about 2,400 miles, and this is like a mixture of interstate and city driving. So I'm gonna say maybe about 80% interstate, 20% on in the city, and I'm averaging about 14 miles per gallon. So for me, I'm fine with that. It's a big truck. I have stability, I have capability, and I'm fine. I'm fine with 14 miles a gallon. You know, if I want 20 miles a gallon or 30 miles a gallon, I would have got a smaller truck. Alright, so with the fuel tank about, we'll say about 3/4, it's telling me that I'm going to get close to about 290. It's got a timer on here as well. Tire pressure and oil life. Surprisingly enough, it has air filter life as well too, and brake pad life. Following distance. Alright, so I do like that it has the following distance as well too. So with the following distance, like the cameras are up here and it's a little triangle up here, and if I could show you guys on camera, I'll show you guys, but that's how it detects if there's how far the vehicle is in front of you to let you know. And you can set the following distance up here, I think, by just doing this right here. Okay, so you just press this button right here to change the following distance. Medium, near. I always like doing far because this is a big truck, and sometimes you're towing and you want the extra time just to, you know, be able to like brake or stop or whatever. I do like that it has the transmission fluid temperature as well too. I've never seen it higher than 162. So I guess around 160 is normal. It does have trailer brake as well too, so if you want to see how much trailer brake you have, you gotta manually come here and turn this as well too. Engine hours, and alright, so I normally just leave it on miles per hour, and that is pretty much it for in here in the dash. So over here, I do like that. I guess nowadays a lot of vehicles go into this start, push button start, and I do like this key fob too, so I just leave it here. And then down here, your controller for your trailer brake. Oh, and I forgot to mention over here, it is 4-wheel drive, 2 high, 4 low, and for your trailer brake to activate it, you would just rotate it to the right, and once you rotate it, it should illuminate here with the little trailer sign. Alright, see that little trailer sign? That means that you're in tow haul mode, and then you just rotate it again to make it disappear. Alright, so down here, more USB charging down here. It does have this as well, 12 volt, and I do like that it has this. So I did bring my laptop, and I didn't bring the charging cord, I just brought my laptop. You know, I do want to try something out with this laptop, since I do have this giant center console right here. And then right here is for your lane departure, which is extremely useful. Now with the lane departure, it does illuminate here in green to let you know that the lane is detected and you're inside of your lane. I think it's pretty useful. Parking sensors, and I don't know why, but they had a button here just to lower your tailgate. This is for your hazards. This is for traction control if you want to turn it off, and hill descent control right here. So I think this only came with the Z71 package if you got the Z71. And then for your climate control, super basic, but I do like that everything is still here. You don't need to access it digitally or electronically. Everything is right here for your control. And you know, I like these big knobs. You know, these are textured as well too. So like on my 4Runner, these knobs are textured, so it just reminds me of my 4Runner. But I will say that if you've driven a 4Runner, on the 4Runner, the knobs on the 4Runner are even bigger than these knobs right here. Here we do have an infotainment center, and there's just a couple things that I just want to highlight real quick. Now it does have a Apple CarPlay, and that's what I am using, and it is pretty cool because this screen is still touch screen, and you could like use the map to like navigate on the map as well too. So I really do like that about this screen that came from the factory. And then let me go into here. And another thing that I really like is the camera. So you can access the camera. Oh, and this is just to show you the middle of your hitch right here when you're lining it up to a trailer. I normally just leave it on this, but that's probably one of the best things that I do like about this infotainment center. Now, I will say that the audio inside of this truck is not the best. I think it has like 6 speakers in here. Yeah, one in the corner, one down here, one in the back seat, and the same thing over here. But it not the best, but it's still not bad. I'm not complaining. It's brand new, so I'm fine with that. But as far as like giving you the control, this is the equalizer. Bass, mid, and treble. That's it. You only get three choices right here. You do get a fair balance as well too, so that's kind of nice as well. And as far as the sound quality from these speakers, it's just what's expected from a regular factory vehicle. Now, that's enough of that. Let's talk about the center console. So I do like the center console. Lots of space again. Now this seat does flip up, and let me see if I can flip it up without spilling everything here. Okay, flips up to a third seat as well too. So it flip up to a third seat. All right, try not to knock anything over. And then what I like about it, it's got a safe down here. So if you had a gun, you could put it in here, and it is lockable. So here is the lock, and the way to lock it is you just use your key right here. There's a little key right here. You just stick it down there and you lock it. So if you got valuables, or I guess if you have a gun, you can just put it down here. You know, really easy to get to. And then let's go ahead and put this. So this middle seat, I've sat in it a couple times. It's not bad. It's pretty comfortable for short drives. Maybe 2 hours max. That's about it. But anything over 2 hours is not ideal. Maybe take the SUV or get a bigger SUV. And then over here, I do like that it has this design, like I guess dual glove boxes, one on top, one on bottom as well. And this one is lockable as well. Now the good thing is it does come with these wheel locks as well too. I don't know, I guess you can put these on. And then what I do like is it does come included with this 2.5 inch to 2 inch receiver reducer as well. So I did not have to buy this, it came with the truck. And I'm pretty sure all heavy duty trucks, well at least all of the Silverados heavy duty trucks come with that included. So I do like that as well too. Now I am going to try something out while we are still inside of this cab. Now this truck did come with like 30 days of free Wi-Fi hotspot. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hook up my laptop right here to this truck's Wi-Fi and see if it's worth, I think it's $20 a month to keep it past the trial. I think it's $20 a month. So let me see how fast this Wi-Fi is, because you know we're out here. Where are we at again, guys? We're out here and there's no internet out here. My phone has internet, but I'm gonna try to see if we can do some work out here. Alright guys, so we got my laptop open, so we're gonna just come up here and let's see. Okay, we're gonna join my Chevrolet 2020. Alright, so I'm gonna enter in my password real quick, so I'm not gonna show you guys this part. Alright guys, so it looks like we are connected to my Chevrolet. And let's go surf the web and let's see how fast this internet is. So I think there's a speed test. Actually, let me show you guys that we are connected to the internet. So we are gonna come here and then go to my YouTube channel.
Sick of trying to figure out how to hit protein goals? Free high protein breakfast for a year? Yeah, that's real. Every meal's low.
Alright guys, so here is our largemouth bass. This is probably maybe like a 2 pounder. Alright, so we are connected to the internet, guys, today. And let's go see how fast this internet is. So I think it's speedtest.com, but we're gonna see how fast this internet is. Okay, speed test. Okay, I'm gonna run the speed test. I just want to see if this is even worth it, so click go. Okay. All right. Okay, it looks like we're downloading an amazing 74 megabytes per second. And let's see how fast the upload speed is. So not bad at all. So upload speed is 12 megabytes per second and downloading speed is 74 megabytes per second for this Chevy's. I guess they're calling it high-speed internet, but that's I think that's pretty good. That's better than some tests that I've ran at my own house. So I think this is pretty cool. And I think for about 20 bucks a month, I think it's worth it if you're definitely like on the road a lot and you need to like do some video editing, or you need to like just pull out your laptop and do some work, homework, real work, or whatever work you need to do, and you need internet access. This is definitely a good option, because then you don't have to tether off your phone's internet service and use your phone's data. You have a data plan right here onto your laptop. And I think when I was reading, it said that this is up to I think 6 devices, or maybe it's 4 or 6 devices inside this truck. So I guess that makes sense. 6 passengers, 6 devices, and I think for around 20 bucks a month, I kind of feel like it's worth it. All right, so let's hop out of the vehicle and let's take a look at what's going on underneath the hood over here. All right, so now out in front of the vehicle, I do like that. I do like the design. The design is big, bold, and it just looks ugly but beautiful, kind of like an ugly duckling. It's not amazing, but I think because it looks so big and bold, I think it looks good. I like it a lot. Before we hop underneath the hood, let me show you something about the suspension. So if you're not tracking this, maybe you already know, but on these heavy duty trucks, they don't have springs, they just have shocks. Down here directly up to here, so there's no springs under here at all. So most half tons and mid-sized pickup trucks don't have a spring up front, but this truck, no springs. Let's go ahead and well, before we pop it open, this is fake, but I still like it even though it's fake. Alright, so underneath the hood, this is the second battery. If you had the diesel, it comes with a second battery. But yeah, that is what the 6.6 liter gas engine looks like. You can tell there's plenty of space in here. This motor sounds really happy right now. I got it turned on, and it is nice, quiet, and smooth. And look at all the space in here. There's so much space in here that I could work in here, but in order for me to get in here, I've got to get on a ladder, basically crawl up and inside up here. Now, I can't see because of this cowling right here, but I've been reading that this motor has 2 alternators. So I see one right here, and I think the other one is supposed to be like on the other side, but I can't really see, or I can't get down there. Well, I can't see. Well, once I get home, I'll see if I can find the second one, but I don't know if it's this truck or not, but I could have swore they said this truck had 2 alternators. I'm only seeing one right now. But yeah, that is everything about this truck engine. Like, you have the battery right here as well. The battery's right here. Air filter's right here. And I do like that it has these struts right here as well too. And up here again, because you guys all know about that already, so I won't talk about that. But what I was surprised about was this antenna. Like, my Nissan Frontier, it's a 2010, and my Frontier had this exact same antenna. Most cars nowadays don't even have this anymore, but I was extremely surprised when it still had this. Another thing that I do like about this truck is up here on the roof right here, those additional lighting up here. You know, when it's dark at night and those amber lights are illuminated, ooh, this truck just looks amazing. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and take this truck back on the road. So the reason why I'm using this back here is because it's gonna simulate like what I feel like when I'm sitting down here on the driver's seat right here. So as this truck is moving around, it's gonna be throwing this camera around like this. So yeah, there's gonna be camera shake. And the reason why there's gonna be camera shake is because these shocks, they're not the best on pavement, but on gravel roads like this, they actually perform pretty well just as long as it is flat. But slowly, just okay. Alright, I gotta hold on to my coffee so it doesn't spill out of this tumbler. Okay. Whoop. All right. Okay, all right. Oh gosh. Okay. Now, it is about 85 degrees outside, and I do want to talk about this air conditioning. So, for a brand new vehicle, I think the air conditioning is not as cold as some of the other vehicles that I've driven in the past, like on my Toyota, on the Hondas, and especially Toyota and Hondas. Like, their AC is so much colder than this. This is brand new, and I'm not freezing. It feels good, but I'm not freezing. In my 4Runner, I'm freezing. In my Celica, I'm freezing. And in my other Hondas that I've owned, especially my Civic Si, and this was way back in the day, like, I'm freezing too. So this AC is on max coldness, and it feels good right now, but I've got it turned down just a little so it doesn't ruin the audio that I'm trying to capture. But yeah, this AC is not the coldest when it comes to like a manufacturer. Like, in my experience, Toyota and Honda has always been the coldest. And you know, like, there could be other manufacturers that have cold ACs too, but that's just my experience. Alright, so this road looks like it was paved at one point. Well, back there, and driving on that newly paved road back there, and this truck just handled awesome. It was nice and smooth. No bumpiness, no shakiness. Good feedback from the truck. And even on this part of the road, as soon as we made that transition, yeah, I can hear the tires now, but it's still comfortable. It's still a comfortable ride. And this totally makes sense why you would literally see like big trucks in Texas, because these bigger sized trucks are in fact pretty comfortable driving on these open roads out here in Texas. So it totally makes sense why you see big trucks here in Texas and why people like to drive them. They're comfortable trucks. This is a comfortable truck. And as far as power delivery, like going up this hill, no problems at all. I mean, it does have over 400 horsepower. It's a big old V8 with a 6.6 liter. And not to mention, the 10-speed automatic transmission definitely helps as far as keeping this vehicle in the proper power band to get up that hill back there. And it's the same thing with towing. Like, when I was towing about 6,000 pounds with this truck, no issues at all. Like, this truck performed well. Like, I didn't have no issues towing. No issues with power delivery, no issues with the transmission. I mean, the transmission, I thought the transmission's good. Like, it's like, for me, it was a big step up coming from my Frontier. My Frontier is only a 5-speed transmission. Even my 4Runner is only a 5-speed transmission, but to like double everything, get double the horsepower, double the torque, well, almost double the horsepower and torque, but double the transmissions. Like, I've got 10 gears now. That's a lot of gears. 10 gears coming up from 5 gears to 10 gears. That's a lot of gears, and I definitely noticed a huge difference. Like, so much smoother, and this truck doesn't struggle at all. Even though it is a heavy old truck, like, when it comes to power delivery, this truck's just fine. Like, my towing purposes, maybe 10,000 pounds max, and that's like maybe to like tow another truck or something. But yeah, I'm not going over 10,000. Like, the whole reason for this big truck is like, you want the longer wheelbase for towing purposes. It's got a wider track as well too, And when you compare this truck to my old truck, my Nissan Frontier, this truck, yeah, it's probably overkill for about 10,000 pounds is what I see myself towing in the future. So it might be overkill, but you know what? On the interstate, I'm not gonna get blown left and right or all over the place, passing semis or when it's windy. Like, I'm gonna feel nice and comfortable, planted, and I'm gonna feel like I'm in control of this vehicle when I'm towing heavier loads on the interstate. And I definitely didn't get the same warm, fuzzy feeling using that Frontier to tow about even about 5,000 pounds. Like, it was really not the best idea. I'm not saying it was unsafe, risky, because it is rated to tow 6,500 pounds, like my Frontier. That's what it is rated to tow. So it's, you know, within the manufacturer's recommendation, but once you get up to speed on the interstate, it just doesn't feel like comfortable. This, however, feels comfortable, and definitely much more safety features as well too, with the blind spot monitoring. That definitely helps when you're trailering as well. And yeah, like these side mirrors, they're huge. They are huge. And now this part of the road, they just redid it as well too, as far as paving it. That's why it's nice and black and freshly painted. But it's not perfectly smooth. It's kind of pitted again, and I think they leave it like just kind of like pitted, just like this, just a little bit for I want to say for like traction purposes, because when it rains, if it's all flat, that's kind of like rain on smooth concrete. It's really slippery on smooth concrete. But if you have like a road that's not perfectly smooth and it's kind of like pitted like this, once it rains, like, it's still going to be able to provide you some traction. Kind of like how when you go to boat ramps they're not nice and perfectly smooth. They have like these little ridges built into the ramp to like help give you that additional traction. So that is going to be my guess on why this road out here is not perfectly flat. And as far as how these tires are handling this road, is handling it just fine, no issues at all. And as far as the road noise, it's not too noisy. Now this part of the road, you can tell is nice and white because it's probably made out of concrete. It's not noisy, perfectly flat. In this truck, look at that. This steering wheel is not even vibrating. That's how smooth this road is. And that's how rounded these tires are and balanced they are. It's so smooth, this steering wheel does not even vibrate or shake. And that is what I'm talking about, guys. When you buy a brand new vehicle, it better drive just like this. Nice and smooth. No vibrations in the steering wheel, no vibrations in the seat or in this cab. Now let me show you guys something real quick. So y'all know how I was telling you this truck is really wide, and if you're trying to go off-roading with this truck on some of these trails, take a look at what was going on. See all these scratches right here? That was from the trees that I was trying to go in between. Now these aren't real scratches, these are just fake scratches from all that dirt. So I'm not worried about it, it's gonna wash right off. But in the meantime, not really ideal to take this truck down through any of these trails. Take a smaller truck such as a 4Runner. Now I know I didn't cover a lot of the features about this 2025 2500 HD Chevy Silverado, but most of the information y'all can find on the internet or on other YouTube channels. This is mainly just to give you guys my 30-day initial impression of what I think about this truck, to see if it's worth your hard-earned money. Now I will be posting more videos throughout the year, so make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And join us next time on Garage Matters.